What's up everybody? I am doing a top 5 video today of my top 5 necessities, must-haves, whenever I go for any run. Now this doesn't matter what season it is, this doesn't matter what kind of run. If I'm running, I'm taking these 5 things with me. Before we get started, do me a favor, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit like on it, maybe even the subscribe while you are here. And I'm gonna put a link in the description down below to each one of these 5 things on Amazon, so you can go and check them out and see if they might be a good fit for you. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so these are the New Balance 860 versions 11. They're not the newest versions. This is one of the pairs I've got. I actually bought 2 of these pairs. So the reason that these are my #1 thing is because before I bought these, I started running last year and I didn't really know what I was doing. I just kind of grabbed whatever tennis shoes I could find and went. But here's what happened. My feet hurt very quickly and my feet ended up hurting a lot. So I went to an actual running store, for running shoes, and they did some tests and they found out that I had some overpronation on my feet and that this particular shoe was a good fit for my overpronation. So I bought these. I'm skeptical because first, I've really not spent ever more than probably $30 or $40 on a pair of shoes. But I thought, surely this can't make it that much better. And they did. They changed my life. Everything else on this list would not exist for me if this had not worked. I would have stopped running. This changed the pain in my heels specifically, which is what I was experiencing. They're comfortable, they're great, they're got this flexing. They're fantastic. So my #1 thing is these New Balance running shoes. Definitely invest in some running shoes if you think you're gonna be running very much. It'll change the way that your feet and your legs feel and ultimately how your brain feels about running. All right, so this actually kind of goes hand in hand with those shoes. My second thing is actually running socks. I did not know running socks existed. Again, fairly new to running early last year. And I just happened to Google, are running socks a thing? Because I wanted to get even more comfort and more performance out of my foot area. I've just invested in those shoes, so I found these. These are made by a company called Baliga on Amazon. They're less than 20 bucks for several pairs at once. They are designed to have different places for breathability, for comfort. They kind of hug the ankle here real nice. A really nice complement to a nice set of running shoes. I won't leave the house without a pair of these on. I'll never wear regular socks again. Always running socks. All right, my third thing on the list is a sweat headband. Now remember, a lot of the things that are on this list I ended up adapting and using because of something painful or something was not going well. With the shoes and the socks, it was because my feet hurt, my heels hurt, my legs hurt, so I had to find a solution. For, the next thing I ran into was I was running more, which actually meant I was sweating more, sweating a lot more. So on Amazon, they got these really cool headbands that are usually less than 20 bucks for several pair at one. This is made by a company called Udus. I may not be saying that correctly, but they were great. I won't leave the house again without this because one is I can just put it on. It keeps the sweat from going out into directly into my eyes. Now, if I'm running a lot, if I'm running 5 to 7 miles and it's 90 degrees, this can't do everything. Some sweat's still gonna go down, but there's a lot of protection out of this. And I like it because it's thin material and I can wear a hat over the top of it too. Really nice. Again, just got sick of sweat getting in my eyes all the time, and so had to find a solution. So the running headband it is. All right, #4 on the list is this cooling towel. They call it a cooling towel. This one's made by a company called Mission, but the reason I liked this one, or let's say first, the reason I got this one was, again, trying to help with the excess sweat. I needed something while I was running I could just grab and do something like that. But I also want this one because it's a nice bright green. I run on country roads, so the extra visibility, I actually tuck this into my waistband while I'm running, and I've got it there and available. But these cooling towels, what's supposed to happen is whenever you're out running, you're supposed to be able to snap, something like that, and it magically cools the towel down. It actually does, which I don't quite understand what sorcery that is, but this is great for multiple things. Again, wiping off sweat because of visibility. I like the bright green color. And the cooling effect is nice too. Sometimes if I'm running a lot, if I'm just getting beat down by the sun, I'll actually throw this, over my head and wear it like that. But cooling towel, definitely a must all the time. Okay, my #5, my last must-have is a armband for my cell phone so I can listen to music. I came up with this. I decided that this was a must-have early on because, frankly, I have an iPhone 8 Plus and it's heavy and big, and it just was getting ridiculous trying to keep it in my pocket while I ran because it was just shaking and jumbling all around and just not a comfortable run. So I thought I gotta get me a band. And these are cool because you can put the phone here and you can tilt it kind of sideways so that you're not trying to, read it upside down. And this thing has lasted me well over a year, and it's almost like it's brand new. The material's held up, the Velcro's held up. It's really nice. Again, I think this one here might have been less than 20 bucks, maybe 15 bucks, not sure. Check the link down below. But again, won't leave the house without this, one, because I don't want to put the phone in my pocket, and two, I'm gonna listen to music. I don't want to not listen to music, so I have to have something like this to make that happen. All right, bonus point, bonus whatever, number 6. This isn't really part of the list because this isn't an every time I run, but whenever it gets cold out, one of the things that stopped me from running last year too often was that it just started to get chilly and my hands were turning red, and I could cover my face, I could wear the stocking cap and glasses and whatever I needed to do, but my hands were suffering. So I bought a pair of these Nike gloves off of Amazon, just some running gloves, and they're kind of nice because the fingertips are made of a material that allows you to still hit your phone and do some of that stuff. So, pretty nice thing there. Again, not super expensive, and another investment that was born out of pain. My hands just hurt, and I wanted to run more, so I had to figure something out. 1, 2, 3. But that's it. Those are my top 5, actually, I guess my top 6 things that I have to have before I step out the door to do any run. Links in the description down below if you're interested in checking any of those things out. And let me know what you think. If you've tried any of these things or if you've got any other tips or ideas that maybe I'm missing. I thought about doing stuff like my AirPods or doing some sort of like a gator mask to keep the bugs out, but that's not an all the time thing. That's like a summertime thing for here, but a necessity in the summertime because Midwest bugs be tripping. I don't know what that means. Peace out. Thanks y'all so much for watching.